Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The beauty of being free and being allowed to be free and to have free speech and freedom of expression is that you can say certain things without being afraid of retribution, negative consequences. So basically, you can make a fool of yourself as much as you want. That's fine. I'm for it. And free exchange of knowledge, information, like a marketplace of ideas. You bring something, we debate it. That's how it used to be in our civilization. Well, unfortunately, we have now some, I can't say it, that actually have power, but they don't understand many things, but they talk a lot. They should be allowed to talk, but we are also allowed to point out when they are dumb. So we have here an article about Whoopi Goldberg, which for me is below average intelligence. Her statements and interjections prove it, for me at least. So, as you probably know, the Supreme Court finally, and I don't know why so late, voted to ban certain kind of things in college, which is actually getting rid of the affirmative action. I call it preferential, treatment of certain kind of groups against others. And they look at this as something was taken from some people and that's not fair. Okay, this was taken from these guys, but it was given to them from the other ones. I made a video earlier with a rant. That's how I titled the video, my rant or personal rant, talking about this affirmative action thing that happened here and the Supreme Court decision. So we have here Whoopi Goldberg and other idiots like Michelle Obama, and yes, Michelle Obama, I use that term for her, for the same reason. And these guys are not only, I think, as I said, I think they're very hateful. But it's okay, you can hate as long as you don't act upon it. You know what I mean? You can say, well, you know what, I hate that. Well, you should be allowed to do that as long as you don't act and has, negative repercussions on, based on your feelings. So, work within the law. Don't break the law. So, what happened here? We have Obama, we have both Obamas, we have other people telling us that actually now, because the affirmative action, and people who are maybe not familiar with that, that's more points you get if you're a Hispanic or if you are African American or black, you get in college admissions. So let's say my child, being considered white, has an STT or SAT score of this, and a black person or a Spanish, however, Hispanic person has a little bit below, with that little affirmative action points that receives, gets in front of my child and is going to get to college. My child is going to... Okay, so remember, when you help someone, you take from someone else. I don't think that's just. So when you say it was taken from me, well, it was taken from me in the first place. Now we just plain field. That's how I see it. So what happened with Goldberg? Goldberg is going to try to use her little nerve that she's got over there. Some people have a nerve that sometimes makes contact, and that's all she's got. Sometimes it's like, or go like this. They don't meet one another. They don't have to be on the same, playing field. So they're like parallel. So she's most of the time parallel and not even touching these things. So she's using her brain, telling us about the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. And obviously, like many, like her, pick only what she likes about it, out of context, and not quote the whole thing, which they do, for instance, with Friedrich Nietzsche. Remember, God is dead. Yes, you said that, but who killed him? We did. But if you put it in the context, it has a different meaning. But hey, he was an atheist, he was bad, he was blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let's see what Whoopi Goldberg said. Supreme Court ends affirmative action. Joe Biden, The View host, Michelle Obama, and more criticize ludicrous decision. No, I think it's a fair decision, and you have to work as much as I do to get certain things. I don't want anybody to have a preferential treated differently. But you have to prove that you have the quality as much or more than the other one to be selected. So here is what she says here. Weighing in on The View Thursday morning, Whoopi Goldberg denounced the Supreme Court's decision. Oh, you have the right to do that. And I'm quoting this person, Whoopi Goldberg. The 14th Amendment is supposed to promise equal protection. Something else comes after that, Whoopi. Equal protection. Well, how is it equal protection when you protect certain people more than others? Because you give someone and you don't give someone else. How is that protection? But if everyone was actually treated equally, we wouldn't have had to put in affirmative action. She goes around. Well, no, you put affirmative action and you took it from others to make to treat them equally. No, you go and have your SAT or whatever it is, and you prove that you deserve and you get in. I don't want that to be based on your weight, on your, height, on anything, on your race. I don't want that. No. All right, so she goes with this. I thought it was, where is that at? Equal protection. All right, let's see what's going on here with equal protection. Constitution, okay? 14th Amendment, this is what she refers to. All right? To this part right here. So all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law, it's about law, baby doll, which shall abridge the privilege of immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without the due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. So they're equally protected by the law. College admission is nothing about the law. College admission, you get points to get ahead of someone else for something that someone else never done. Never. You punish someone for something that someone else did in the past, and you say, well, you owe me somehow. It's a systemic this. No, it's not. I'm an immigrant. I didn't participate in anything. On the contrary, I can look back at the Turks, I can look at the Hungarians, I look at the Germans, I look at the Russians, I can look at all these Poles, and they affected my nation, my people. Do I ask for any reparation? Do I ask? No. Why? Because I think, well, I'm going to do it with my brain, with my balls, and so on. But they, no, we need this. If you need that, then there's a little problem. Do you think you are not as good as the other ones? And I came here with nothing. I'm not going to go back into that. Go and watch that video if you really want to see my little rant. I'm not going to start it over. I'm just pointing out to this Michelle Obama, not Michelle Obama, what's her name? She's over there too, but I didn't bother to even listen to her bubbling, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear it. And we have Whoopi talking about the 14th Amendment. She doesn't even know what she's talking about. Equal protection under the law, baby doll. That's what it is. And we all have it. Yeah, it's true that Hunter has a little different protection under the law. Yeah, let's figure it out. If the law is broken, I'm with you, Whoopi, and you come with me. Not what you think, but anyway. Here is Whoopi, and she goes on The View. And you have these guys talking over there. You have a lot of cuckoo heads watching that and say, yes, Whoopi, equal protection under the law. That changes the whole, how do you call it? It doesn't make a case, argument, it's just statement. So I have a big problem with this. That was not, well, I should thank them probably, because that was one of the reasons why I'm doing these things. Because I looked at these guys like Whoopi, I like Mika, and the other guy, Scarborough. I looked at other guys from the Western media, from the establishment, and I said, these guys are hacks, these guys are dumb, these guys have an agenda, and it's not true what they say. Where's the truth? This Fox. No, Fox was not the truth. Fox was the same weasel, a little bit milder. So we think that there's competition. That's an alternative. No, that's not. No, stop thinking that Fox News was or is an alternative. Yeah, we have two opposing views. No, that's the same one. The one is extreme and the other one is milder. If you think that's a different, like you have a criminal saying, I'm gonna, the criminal would say, oh, I'm gonna rape that victim 100 times. Oh my God, that's awful. And then you have Fox News saying, no, I'm going to rape that person only 10 times. 100 versus 10. It's the same thing. The same thing. You support the same BS, the same crime. Anyway, and because of these guys, I said, these guys are dumber than me, are definitely more, or I should say, uglier than me. They're weasels, make much more money than I do, and they're over there influencing people, the society. They are the intellectuals of the society. Those guys, Whoopi. I was sick, and there were many others over there. I mean, you know them. You can close your eyes and pick, and you pick the ones. So, anyway, Whoopi, equal protection, equal protection. Yeah, equal protection. You should not be protected more than I am. Why should you be boosted up a little bit? You have a problem? You can't make it? If you need help, who do you help? Someone who can't help himself. Like, I don't know, a child. Is that what it is? I don't think she would say that. No, we're even a little bit better than you, but we need a little bit more help. If someone tells you, well, I'm better than you, but I need a little bit a head start, what does that tell you? You're afraid you're not going to win? Like when you play chess, you give a forehand. You take 2 or 3 pieces and you play with someone. What does it tell you? That you know you're better. I'm going to take 2 pieces and I'm going to play without the queen and the tower and another piece over there, crazy, or whatever you call it in English. A madman, or I don't even know. I never played with English-speaking people to know. It doesn't really matter. And what does that mean? I know I'm better than you. And if you agree with that, that means you know you're weaker than me. So when you want the affirmative action to help you get ahead of someone else, what does that tell me? Oh, so you can't compete with me on a playing field? That means you must be thinking you're not as good as I am. But you still take it? All right, good enough. Not good enough. It's never good enough. I can speak here days about it. Days. And they took back. They shouldn't have given it in the first place. That's my stand on that. That affirmative action should not have been put in place in the first place. That was discriminatory and was unfair. And when you think it takes it from us, yeah, but do you think about the other side? No. Then why the other side should look at you then? You demand the other side to be flexible, but you actually take from them, from their children. If my child and my child right here, Whoopi's right here at the college admission, and she or he gets the affirmative action BS, gets over, what happened? My child gonna lose, your child is gonna win. Why would I want that? Why do I want that unless I'm a masochist? Trying to hurt myself and hurting my child's future. Why would I want it? I don't want that. I understand why you want that, and you ask me to want that. No, I don't want that. No, I don't. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Jesus Christ.